Mary Me tell you it is 23rd of September. And I wanted to let you guys know that coming up for the next few days it's going to be cooler. I don't see, for Wednesday, I don't see any major winter activity coming in other than temperatures. A few nights might be down to about 5 to 4 degrees Celsius, and then of course it will be in about the 20s in the daytime, low 20s. So it's not going to be really major cold, snowy, because it's not going to be no snow yet. Okay, so don't freak. What's happening? Why am I bringing this up? Well, first of all, there's the International Panel for Climate Change is again trying to keep saying a bunch of crap, saying that we had August was the warmest August we had in history. Well, no, it's not. The warmest August we had in history probably was a few years ago, not this time. What they're trying to do is they're trying to basically scaremonger everybody into thinking that IPCC is right about climate change. Let me tell you something. I don't trust them. Okay, I'm saying this from a person that deals with the environment more intimately than some people. I don't trust IPCC. I don't think that they know their ass from an elbow, and I think that they're doing us a grave disservice. The Green March in Washington, D.C., New York, on the 22nd, was a lot of questions about where the March is really so concerned with greenness when they were using polluting buses to get down to Washington. Here's the problem when you start talking about green living. It's hard enough to park a car in New York City. There are a number of green buses in New York City is not that many. And so people have to use the technology they have. As far as overflowing garbage cans go, well, no, that's an area where the city should have asked the sponsors of this rally to arrange for proper trash removal. Okay? That's a fact. But to actually make them participants of the Green Rally look bad is another story. It's just as bad as the IPCC is trying to do with the environment. They're trying to make them look bad because it makes them look good. Well, here's the fact. Okay? We are entering a new time, and I mention this over and over again, and I'm going to keep hammering it until finally somebody takes it in seriousness. We're entering a new age. We're entering a new time in human development where we're going to be seeing the equivalent of another environmental dark ages. John Lopshu had mentioned that. I didn't quite agree with all the terminology he used, but I will tell you what I do agree with. First of all, what was the Dark Ages? Let's explain what that was. The Dark Ages was predominantly a period of time when Europe was actually very cold. It was actually from about 1500 to about 1680. Even the Thames in London froze solid. People actually were able to have festivals right on the Thames itself. It's hard to believe, but it's true that it was a mini ice age, and it basically resulted in a lot of cold temperatures. It was called the Dark Ages not only because the sun wasn't there, or it seemed to be not there, but also it seemed like there was the darkest time in human history for advancement of knowledge and sciences. Intelligence and the study into sciences and the field of science was considered almost unapproved by the Catholic Church. People actually were told and discouraged from the study of medical sciences, even if it could help save your life. That's because the Catholic Church at the time wanted to have strict control over all things having to do with science, saying that that is against the will of God. I don't know what Jesus would have thought in that case. I think Jesus would have said to the popes at the time, said, "Excuse me, I never said that people should not see a doctor if they're sick. I never said that people should not study medical treatments. So, obviously, you guys got it wrong. But the Catholic Church was so much in control of the Europe at this time that the Church was holding information back from the public. But they were providing schooling, but the question is schooling in what? I have no idea. Reading, writing, arithmetic? Okay, that sounds like skills you're going to use every day, right? At the same time, the Catholic Church was not making the access to the Bible available to the parishioners of the churches, are they? No, they weren't. Now, as I said in my video on my YouTube, on the Welcome to My World, Series 1, Episode 1, I am still Roman Catholic as well as a pagan, okay? I'm sure Pope Francis would have been appalled. But Pope Francis, on the other hand, may have realized that makes me a very interesting person. And I gotta make sure to keep this camera a little lower down. Is that right, Lou? Line up with your nose. My nose? Yeah, I'm gonna see the nose. I got a big glare in my face. Well, I think we're just now. It's pretty close. Okay. Anyway, so the point is that the Catholic Church, clearly at the time had it wrong. But when he was talking about what Tom Lopsu was talking about, another ice age, Dark Ages, he is more talking more about another mini ice age or major ice age. Okay? That's a whole different problem. I agree with the 500 species extinctions per day. It seems like that's the number. And the giant fish kills and the polluting the oceans, and that's a really serious problem. Okay? Do I think human beings are going to survive this? Not unless you seriously rethink your way of thinking, baby. If you don't do it, you ain't gonna have any chance to get out of this alive. It's gonna take a lot of pushing and pulling and kicking and screaming, and it's gonna take a lot of learning of skills that you're gonna need to carry with you and keep in your noggin. Don't depend on the computer networks to protect your ass. There won't be networks. Because remember where Yellowstone supervolcano is also where a lot of data centers are in that area. When that thing pops its cork, information is just going to stop flowing, even from the National Security Agency, even from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, even from Google, okay, Yahoo, and many other sites. The information, including Facebook, will not be there. Well, what about my tape backups on my computer? You got power to run your computer? Sure. But you're only holding on to a favor if you can't afford to get paper to print the thing. Information you need to know, you got to carry on hand, in your mind, not on paper. It's what makes knowledge. And wisdom is not only knowing the facts, figures, statistics, but also knowing when to hold them and when to fold them, as Kenny Rogers said in The Gambler. Knowing when to walk away and knowing when to run. If you never count your data when you're sitting at the lab bench, there'll be time enough for counting when the experiment's done. And that's my variation of it. If you think of all the things that we have done, all the things that humanity has done to this planet, and you think that it's not significant, that we're trying to say, the IPCC is trying to say is, we had the warmest record, August record. That's a bunch of horse hockey. It has not been the warmest August record. Where you get your data from? I saw the map.
Oh, you get the kitty?
What'd you do? Basically miscolor the map using a Moore pattern, saying, oh, this is the warmest one in the record. It doesn't even match anything. The median air temperature, the surface air temperature, the water temperature doesn't even match their map that the IPCC released. The real map data was being occluded and mixed up deliberately to falsify facts. the same kind of crime that you could say the Catholic Church was guilty of doing at the time of the Middle Ages. International Panel for Climate Change is trying to mislead people every day. I'm the North American Snow Queen. I know better. I know what's going on. I think you have better luck of seeing what's going on but using your noggin than any scientific group called the IPCC data. Don't use their data. It's crap. It's all made up. It's not even based on facts. You're going to have to look at the world around you and make your own opinion. That's why you got a brain. Sharpen it. Use it. Learn it. Learn talents. Learn skills. Learn how to read a weather map. You're going to need to. As long as we still have satellites in orbit for weather, as long as the satellites are still working, as long as we can still receive data from the satellites, use the information for your best and use it to understand what kind of spin that the IPCC has been putting on things. Tom Lepshoe is right. You got to learn how to do this. It's going to become essential in the near future. Because this winter is not going to be for kids. I'm sorry, guys. I try very hard to protect all life and all property, but the gloves are off. I have to protect the property right now of the southwestern United States. They need the rain. Unfortunately, the way the weekend so is, it's going to give us nice, cold, frigid weather on the western or eastern part of the country. Sorry, guys, I tried, okay? I care about everybody, but there's times when I just have to say look, there's things that have to take priority. New England's used to snow, ice, cold, bitterly cold. We have went through winters like that from Winter Storm Nemo to Autumn Storm Alfred to several other events. Yeah, we could even throw Hurricane Sandy in there too, because Hurricane Sandy, even though it was a real pushing event on Long Island and the East Coast, we're better prepared than they are in the Southwest with droughts. Pray for them. Pray that they get the rain they need. Pray that the rain is slow and steady so that they don't have mudslides. Pray for the children and of the farmers who have not been able to afford to buy grain to feed their cattle or make sure to buy water so they can water the crops. Pray for those who need the water, that they get the water. Don't come to me screaming at me and telling me that you don't want snow here in the Northeast. Because you're going to get it. It's not because I'm mean and spiteful and have a personal vendetta against anybody in the Northeast. Look, I live here, too. Okay? It's just like Lynn Anderson said, I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. There's got to be a little rain sometime. It's true. Sometimes you have to take the good with the bad. And it doesn't mean that I don't care. Because I do care very much. I'm trying to find a balance. Trying to find a way to solve the problems of this country without basically killing everybody in the process. You try doing that. It's not easy. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.